Hi friends, how's it going? I've got it always takes a second for Facebook to kind of build an audience. And I have like 2 bites of eggs left, so I'm trying to get this all finished. Say hey when you're hopping on. First day of school for the girls. Krishna had his first day yesterday. So tired. I just didn't get enough rest last night. Kept having weird dreams. Do you guys ever watch Miss Rachel? It's like a toddler show on YouTube. And her husband is like a Broadway dancer. And he is the puppet character. Well, I had a dream that he was hiding in our bathroom. And I woke up. And dreams are just so bizarre. I woke up and I almost woke up at him. And then I realized, oh, this is gotta be a dream. Because there's no way Miss Rachel's Broadway dancing Aladdin husband is broken into our house and hiding in the bathroom. So I just had weird dreams all throughout the night. And so the dogs were barking and I don't know, it was just, that's kind of how it went. And then, 5:45 came early. We have been summer scheduling it for a while. Anyways, dropped them off. Lexi is doing cheer this year. So they asked for cheerleaders to come and help greet. So we had to be there extra early. But she still wanted me to walk her in. And I told Adam, maybe she's going into 6th grade. And I'm it might be her last year of she wants me to walk her in. So I was the only parent in the middle school area when I went in there, for sure. But she wanted me to. Anyways, all right. Let's put on some Plump. This has hyaluronic acid. It's going to tighten your pores and make everything tight. So if you've never tried a hyaluronic acid product, it's just going to help with your elasticity of your skin. And it really does kind of almost an instant effect. It has long-term effects as well, but I am obsessed with I will put this on when I'm not doing anything else. It just gives you such a firm, taut feeling. So good. All right, the skincare I use, if you're new to following me, I use Pomifera skincare, and then I use a whole bunch of other different things. I'll try and fill you in along the way. You can normally get all links at CourtneySwan.com, and I will try and tell you what's from where to make it as simple as possible. Also, if you drop the word me, I kind of have a breakdown of what I use that might make it easier. Love Plump. It's so good. It makes everything so tight. So I totally cried this morning. I was watching kind of creepily, but so we had to drop her off at 7:20. I take Lola to her class. Veda's with us, Adam, we're all going to the thing, drop Lily off. And then there was a 40-minute window. The girls have to woohoo, welcome, yay, first day of school. And then they got to go to their class. So Lexi was just wait, wait for me to finish, and then can you walk me? So we parked to where I could see what she was doing, and then I could, when I saw that they were done and it was time to go to classes, I could just walk her in. So while I sat there watching her and just thinking she's really growing up. Did anybody else get nostalgic this morning? I didn't think I was going to. I didn't think, I was braiding their hair, and they were today Lexi was getting sad because it's her first time. She's never walked Lola to her class. I don't know, maybe it's the hormones. I was just feeling they're just getting, middle school and high school are really big. I cried the other night about Christian going to school and just feeling I just can't believe they're getting big. And that you also think what a short period of time because there was like a girl passing us. She was driving in a car and she was just smiling really big. She was obviously probably 16. And I don't know, I can't really tell how old people are anymore. They all just look really young to me. Like, are you old enough to be driving? But anyways, she was just smiling, and I was like, here in just a very few years, instead of her like wanting me to walk her to class, like she'll be driving herself to class, you know? And I don't know, it just made me so like, so then here's the kicker. Oh, here's a cat. Hi, Pumpkin. So here is like the, just maybe, I don't know, so it's emotional, but when we went to the teacher meet and greet this week, my phone keeps dropping. When we went to the teacher meet and greet this week, the teacher was like, oh, I met, like she showed Lola where her locker was, and then she said she met one of the students, and that it was, she was like, her name was Ellie, and she was like, I met Ellie today. She's going to be a new student to our school. And so she was like, your locker's right beside hers. Like, do you think you could help her feel welcome? And so Lola was like, yeah. And so this morning, Lily was like, hey, I've got to run upstairs real quick. And I was like, okay, well, like, come on, we got to get going. And she was like, I made Ellie a bracelet. She's never met this, I'm going to cry. She's never met this little girl. And so she was like, I made her a bracelet for her first day of school since she's starting a new school, and she didn't want her to be like sad. And she's like, I just want her to feel really welcome. And I was like, how did you get to be such like a great human? Like, so sweet. And just that, like, not having to be prompted or anything, just to like how your kids are maturing and like how they're changing. And I just feel like it's just an emotional like first day of school, like so sweet. Anyways, this is kind of, anybody else, I don't know, I've not ever been like this on, I guess I've been like, oh, they're getting big, but I feel like this year, maybe it's like the transition to middle school and high school, but my mom was just going into 3rd grade and I was just as like boo-hooey over her. Like, just, anyways, it's like, I'm getting snotty. Great. I don't have anything. Oh well, it's just gonna be how it is. Anyways, let's, oh, how sweet. Is she not the sweetest? She does love gift giving. She made her teacher like a little card, and went through like the page about the things your teacher loves, and like drew pictures. Like it said her teacher loved like Tennessee balls and different stuff, and so she went and like drew pictures that had to do with things her teacher said she loved. And I just like, I just love you. Like, how'd you get so cute? Give me like 2 weeks when I'm like, we cannot do our hair or skincare anymore. Like, we have to get out the door. Do you have your snack? Do you have your water bottle? No? What? What are we doing? Give me like 2 weeks. But for today, I'm just like, anyways. Your son's leaving for college and you've been welling up for weeks. Are you kidding? Yeah, for months. Wait until you watch your daughter give birth to her own baby. Oh my gosh, I cannot even imagine. I could cry just thinking about it. Just so many things. They're just getting so big. And I just feel like so much. All right, we're going in with, this is the Younique Serum Plus Foundation. And I just shake it up really good, pump it a couple times, and shake again. I think I've been using almost too much of this, so I'm gonna go in with just like a couple drops. That's really all I'm gonna do to start out with, because it's just, a little goes a really long way. And that's what we're doing. I also use the Younique mattifying primer. I'm gonna have to go get some tissue, you guys. I wish I had a tissue box in here, but I don't. Do I have anything? I went to Lululemon. I have not bought anything from there in years. I think I bought stuff like when I was in Utah a couple of years ago. Let me go like dab off my nose. I'm sorry, it's gonna like gross me out. And I'm just gonna bring a roll with me because, or a bunch, in case I need it. All right, so I went to, I've been wanting this sweatshirt. I'm all over the place. Okay, I've been wanting this sweatshirt. It is so soft, like crazy soft. It just looks really luxurious. And then none of my leggings are fitting. I have worn out, had like 3 pairs of Lululemon leggings, and I have worn them out. They literally have balls in the crotch. Like, they are so worn, but they were just bunching up and too big. And so they were like a size 14, and I've just had them. I mean, I wore them all through my pregnancy. I've worn them all through the years. Like, and so, it's gotta have been before Adam and I got married the last time. I just don't like buying expensive things. Or I will buy something expensive, but then I just like wear it until it's disgusting. Like, so this week I was like, we're going into fall. I want a couple pieces that are, I put a link as well. If you need Lulu stuff, I do have a link. If you drop the word me, it'll send it to you if you like want this exact, whichever ones I have. But if not, no worries. It's not a big deal. But if you do want them. So I was doing my makeup. I got the cutest shirt. I'll show it to you. It's under this. I don't want to mess up my thing. I threw this on over it because I haven't washed the shirt under. But anyways, it's just funny I'll show it to you. And then, so here's the new like shirt that they have. Well, I wore this weekend and I threw it on this morning just to throw it on until I realized I got makeup on it and I had like scrubbed it, and then I didn't notice. It looks like my nipples have leaked. It hasn't. It was just me trying to like get the makeup off. But really, really cute shirt from them as well. But I have to wash this. So instead of changing clothes, I just threw a sweatshirt on over it. But I feel like this is such a flattering top. Like it doesn't, minus the whatever I've got going on here. And then went down to leggings, and then I finally got this. I only got one of them because, like I said, they are like not cheap. But I live in these. Like, actually live in them. And so this is me telling you why I don't feel like too guilty I'm justifying this to myself. My bust size for reference is like a 38 double D. So, but I'm wearing the size 12 in the top, and I got 10s in the bottom. And I had to like really shimmy them on. I probably should have gotten the 12s, but they stretch out. So I went with the 10s, and I'm just with the optimism that they stretch out. So, and I'm glad I did, because they really do. They stretch out throughout the day. And so I went a little tighter rather than, I went from wearing the 14s that were too loose down to the 10s that are not too tight. But I mean, they are not, they have stretch, but I wouldn't consider them loose. Okay. All right. Just feels good to put like, not too much. I really do like the way that this looks like on my skin, this foundation. I found that I'm liking it more the less I use. So the first time I used it, I used a whole bunch, like just used to using kind of traditional makeup. And the more that I realized, like, I don't think I need that much. It spreads really well. And so, okay, I did a no makeup look the other day, and I got a lot of questions about what products I used, kind of a natural look, and I'm going to show you today how I got it. It isn't complicated. It's actually pretty easy, but I personally live for looks like this, and so that's why I'm going to show you. Okay, this is going to be like our secret ingredient. We're going to use this a bunch today. It's called Cinnamon Latte, and it's one of those all-in-one color sticks. It's multi-use, and that's exactly how I'm going to use it, is multi-use. I'm going to use it on my eyes, my cheeks, my lips, it's just easy. So this is like a simple mom makeup. I'm just looking for my contour color. Here we go. And a little bit of concealer. Okay, so again, another less is best kind of thing. This is the shade Velour. So I used satin for my foundation, and I'm using the shade Velour for my face, or for my concealer. Okay, just taking like a little beauty blender, and I'm gonna tap it out. Thanks, Cheryl. I do color match, so if you need a color match, you can just shoot me a message. If you comment, I can't reach out to you. I have a business page, and so it doesn't let me personally message people who comment, unfortunately. But if you message me and say, hey, can you help color match me? Then I can. So all I need from you is a selfie of you facing a window, and then I can help you find your perfect shade. Is my beauty blender wet? No, it would be so much better if it was too, but I didn't wet it. And I also was like, I feel like I already left to go get the tissues, so I hate to leave you guys hanging. So I'm just using a dry beauty blender, but I completely prefer a wet beauty blender. Someone said you should have to kind of blend a little more. So Adam got a Jeep a few months ago, and he painted it. He actually let Lexi pick the paint color, and it's like a sea foam color. We went yard selling on that world's largest yard sale. We did not find a single thing that wasn't just junk, to be honest. And I love yard sales, like, but it was like maybe we were late in the day, whatever, everything was just junk, like half burnt candles, half used bottles of soap, like stained t-shirts, like just, we didn't find anything. Maybe if we'd kept going, or if we did find something good, it would be like, oh, it's not our like size. So gross to, I just feel like my nose is still running a little bit. And anyways, but while we were there, we went to somebody's yard sale, and the guy was like, I like that Jeep. This was my first time riding in it. That tells you how long we've had it. Not long. He's wanted one for a while. We can't fit all of our children in them, so it hasn't always made sense. And so, but I was like, if you really want one, it'd be fun for you to take the kids to school, or like go whatever, like just get one. Like he found a really good deal on one. And so I was like, you know, perfect, get it. Like, they painted it, Lexi picked the paint color, all the things. So we pull up at this yard sale, and this guy says, hey, it's a really nice Jeep you got. I'll trade you my golf cart for your Jeep. And so it was a really nice golf cart. And so I was like, well, that sounds fun. But we don't need a golf cart. So, you know, we're like, oh, thanks, you know, whatever. And so the guy was like, no, I'm serious. How much will you take for your Jeep? And he was like, well, dude, I just bought it. And, you know, I actually just got it back from the paint shop. This reminded me of it because Adam just pulled up in the driveway in the Jeep, in case you're wondering how we got on this topic. And so long story short, he leaves me at the yard sale, which the guy's wife was super sweet, and she let me sit with her under her tent, and he just goes for a ride, and the guy comes back and he's like, yeah, I want to buy it. So we had no like yard selling, but now he's selling his Jeep, and we haven't even had it long. But he told the guy, he was like, this is what I paid for it, you know, I just got it. And the guy was like, that he would give us a significant amount more than what we paid because he loves the Jeep. And so it's like, what do you do? So we're selling the Jeep. So it's short-lived. You might see one picture of it ever. Maybe I'll send a farewell. But it was really cute. Really cute. And he hasn't broke it to the kids that were selling it. And so he was like, get something else, and like, you know, later on, and she can pick a paint color for that. But that's our Jeep Jeep thing. I'm really surprised he's selling it. He really likes it. He's wanted one as long as I've known him. But he also is the type of person, I tell him it's like possibly primal, I'm not sure. But it's like he loves searching for things. Like it's almost as exciting. Like once he actually buys something, some of the excitement's gone. So like he loves the thrill of like, ooh, look, let's go look at this. Oh, look, let's go find this. And so he's like, that's like part of the most fun part. I'm like, well, if that's the most fun part, then have fun for the next year, like looking for something else, or until you run across it. But anyways, I feel like Adam, I don't know how he does this. He just has this personality where like people gravitate towards him, but things like this happen all the time. I have met someone like it. It's my father, but they both have this like gift of, they will like have something and randomly, I don't know if people just feel comfortable asking or they just like but they'll be like, hey, how much you take for that? Like, and it's with all kinds of things. Like they're just always selling stuff. And they're not saying like, yeah, I'm looking to sell my Jeep or I'm looking to sell my fishing pole or whatever it is. And just somebody comes around and is like, hey. Anyways. All right. This is the shade Hemorrhoid. These are discontinuing. So if you've needed a cream stick foundation, this really is the fastest look. I'm just chatty today. I've been up since early without seeing a whole bunch of adult interaction. So you have the I didn't wake up and then go live, that I've been up for hours and hours and then gone live. So which is my favorite, Ophir or Younique? So I honestly like both of them. And there's certain products that I love, like maybe a little more than the other from other brands. But what I like to say about makeup is like not every makeup fits every skin type or every, like if your skin's oily, this may be better for you. If your skin's really dry, creams are great for you if you have dry skin. You know, if you are, so if you have mature skin, like here's an option. So if you're like, I don't know which one to try, maybe it's confusing that I'm doing both. I don't want to drop Ophir because I really love Ophir and I love their makeup and how it looks on me. Like I look like I have airbrushed skin. I also love Younique makeup and I love like the light coverage and I just get like a different look with each of them. I'm also like kind of a makeup snob and love makeup. I have makeup from Tarte. I have makeup from Ulta and Sephora. Like I have makeup from whatever, like if I find something I think I may like, I just love makeup. Like, and I love finding different things that work really well for my skin or kind of certain looks. So it's not maybe that one's better or worse than the other. They both fit European standards, so that's really important to me. The United States has not banned a lot of really toxic ingredients that are in our makeup. So Europe does. Europe bans over 1,400 products like lead and formaldehyde and like all kinds of things that the US doesn't. So Ophir and Younique are both fit European standards for guidelines. So that's like super important to me. And so they both have skincare in their makeup as well, which is anti-aging. So I love both those things about them. You know, so I don't think that there's necessarily one that's maybe better than the other, but there are things that like the makeup I'm using today is a much lighter coverage than my Ophir foundation that gives me a very, very full coverage. So it just is really that they just have different options. Hopefully that helps. I will tell you that Ophir setting powder is my favorite thing I've ever used, ever, anywhere, ever. And you know, so if I have a product that I'm like, okay, these I feel like are equal, or this is one versus the other or whatever, then I don't know, I just feel like I try to give you your options and then you can decide what's best for you. I'm trying to find my other, I just keep picking out the wrong things. Like this is why I picked up this one. This is the shade Fair. If I'm really pale, you can tell I've used this a lot. If I'm really pale, I use this one. And this is from, so far everything we've used is from Younique, but I am going to use Ophir's setting powder. Again, if you drop the word me below, it'll have links for everything. You can also go to CourtneySwan.com and get links there. I will say I really appreciate it if you do go through like my link and shop. If you just Google like a brand and shop directly from them, it does cut me out completely. And I do this as my job. So if it isn't a big deal or extra step for you, if you do use my link, like, you know, it feeds my children. But I'm not like ever angry if somebody's like, oh, I forgot, you know, I get it, like life happens. But I do really am so eternally grateful for anyone who's ever shopped with my links for any brands that I do. All right, so here's our setting powder. That, look, I'm getting down to like major pan here. This is the shade medium, and I'm gonna show you like the different. So I have just these eye sockets here. Everybody has eye sockets, but mine, I feel like as I've lost weight, are a little more, you know, prominent. And then if I'm really tired or something, they get deeper looking. So here's why I love this. It like blurs and blends, but it doesn't get in my like wrinkles. It doesn't settle. So good. Trying to see. Oh, hope this isn't weird. You haven't been on in a while. Is there something different with your teeth? Yes, I got veneers at Christmas. So it may have been a minute, but since you've been on, but I did. I tried Invisalign 3 different times, and they were like basically the only way I could fix it is braces. And I already felt so self-conscious about everything else, like just going on in my life, that I was like, I don't think I could handle being 35 in braces. And so I just went the veneer option. And I don't regret it at all. But not to say one is better than the other. Maybe if I had felt more confident, I could have done the braces, but I just wasn't at a point. I just felt like there wasn't a whole lot, you know, when you're like, I'd gained so much weight with Veda. I got up to 275, and then like after I had her and she was in the NICU, I gained a little more instead of like, or it got up to 275. And so I just felt like it was taking me a long time to get that off, and then I still didn't feel like myself in my own skin. And then my teeth, I've always been really self-conscious, and so between being self-conscious about my weight and like not looking like myself, and then being self-conscious about my face like in a camera, I was just like I don't know, it was falling apart. So that was maybe that would help fix it. I don't know. Didn't really help fix it, but I was like, oh, I have straight teeth now, which is really nice. Anyways, it's just hard. It's hard, like in a society where everybody compares everybody to everything, where we compare ourselves to everything, where the standard of beauty is just coming from somebody who, I'm doing beauty tutorials. I do these truly to help either people to know how to look better or find little tricks that they can do to like freshen you up and feel better, or to feel better for myself. I am totally fine. I went to the school drop-off today, walked all through the school, no makeup whatsoever. Like, I don't have to have makeup anymore. Now, before I did a career in this, I will say I never left my house without makeup. I always had it on. I didn't feel comfortable in my own skin at all. And then there came a point where I guess I started getting so many people who were sending me their pictures of them without makeup that I realized there's a whole world of women who we all look the same. We wear no makeup. Like, we wake up looking like this, but yet when the outside world doesn't look like that. And so I suddenly just felt really free to be able to be like who I am with or without makeup on. So if I put makeup on, it's because I want to feel better about myself. Sometimes it makes me feel like fresher, whatever. And then sometimes I just don't want to, because I'm like, kind of think it's cute today just to do the natural look. So if you asked my father, he would tell you he thinks I'm more beautiful. He's always said this my whole life. He's like, I think you are so much prettier without makeup on. Like, he's always felt that way. I haven't always felt that way, but that's always been his like sweet, you know. And I genuinely think he believes that, because if he sees me without it, he's like, I just love it when you don't wear any makeup. I can't find my brow liner, folks. What are we gonna do about this? Because I want some brows. Oh, here it is. It's just in this other thing. All right, this really is an easy look, and this is not hard. And you could duplicate this in maybe like 5 minutes. Somehow I've just impressive to be able to talk for longer than that today and not make and just slow. I don't know. You felt the same way until you got your skin under control? Once you got great skincare, you don't feel bad without makeup? I feel the exact same way. Like my actual skin, like I even like it sometimes, or if I spray tan and then I just have like really glowy, healthy looking natural skin, I'm like, I really love it. Hang on, I think the cats got locked out of their bedroom. Can you feed them? Lexi didn't get to feed them this morning, I forgot. Thanks. The cats got locked out of their bedroom. All right. Here we go. This is the Precisely My Brow from Benefit. I love this stuff. Okay, so you can either do it like that if you want your brows. You do kind of lose a little bit of your natural look if you fill your brows in. The other option you could do is, this is from Grande Cosmetics. Again, CourtneySwan.com, click Grande if you want this. You get a brow brush and your brow pomade for like 22 bucks. It's a really good deal. Or you could go in with a brow pomade and do like this. And I do feel like this gives you maybe like a little more natural look, but I can't handle, I think I look, did you ever see Teen Wolf? That's what it reminds me of when my brows, I have friends that they can rock like this fluffy brow look. I haven't been able to really hop on it as much, but I do love when they're like nice and smoothed. So that's another option. So, and then I'll take this little brow stuff and I'll go in here and do that. So it just depends on which one you prefer. Honestly, you can do anything you want. Comments go super fast, and if I'm focusing on, in case you ever feel like she never sees my comments, sometimes I don't, and then sometimes I do and I can't get to all of them, or I'm in the middle of talking and then I didn't get to that one, but I do try and read them. Love seeing your ring, makes you miss your set. You went to an estate sale this summer and took off your wedding rings to keep them from snagging a sweater, and you forgot they were in your hand and you didn't make it home with them. Oh, I'm so sorry. Could you file an insurance claim? I wonder, how does that work? Like if you had them, did you have them insured, or like a homeowner's claim? I have mine insured, but I am really nervous about it. I also need to go and get them resized again. I've had to get them I had to get them sized up a lot as I gained weight. And then now that I've lost weight, I've had to get them sized down. But I catch myself like having to do this a lot because it's, they spin. And so they're actually pretty loose. So I need to do that. How much weight have I lost? So I lost about 100 pounds the first year after Veda was born. And then I would gain like 10 or 20 and then lose that same 10 or 20 kind of over and over. And so like just at a plateau of not being able to get underneath like that 180 mark. And now I weighed this morning, I weighed 169. It's the first time I've been in the 160s in ages, like actual ages. And so I've lost 176, well, that's way wrong. 106 pounds is what I'm down. So the first 100, I talked about this on my skincare live last night, but I'll just mention it here just in case. I feel like since I do sell weight loss products, I just want to kind of be like, and I'm losing weight currently that I haven't been losing, just want to be transparent. So the first 100 pounds, I did Modere. I've loved using their trim. I've loved, you know, I use their collagen. I've also done that like Arise drink that helps with like hunger cravings, things like that. But for the most part, just did like trim, that, the burn tablets, and I would do a cleanse every month after I quit nursing her. And so I lost that big chunk. But then around Christmas, I just like could not lose anymore, and I kept gaining. Like, and then if I eat just regular food, I gain really easily. And so since Christmas, I've been trying to figure out, like, is it my hormones? Is it this? Is it this? Like, I got diagnosed with PCOS, like all these things. So on and off, they've tried like, I tried like the Mounjaro, I tried the whatever you call it, Ozempic. I gained weight on those. Like, so I didn't feel like it was really necessary to talk about it if I gained weight and I'd had no weight loss with it. But recently I started progesterone. It's a hormone replacement. It is a prescription. It is. And even though I'd gained weight in the past, trying to do some of the other, since I'm insulin resistant and since I have PCOS, the doctor recommended that I do like try the shots again. And I was like, I have gained weight anytime I've tried these. Like, I know they work for other people. They have not worked for me. And she was like, I think we need to get your hormones under control. I wasn't producing progesterone, and she was like, try this. So in the last 6 weeks, even on vacation, we took a big vacation, I've lost 13 pounds since I've gotten my hormones balanced. Like, I've never, I struggle to lose weight. Now, I am taking a semaglutide, and but I've taken those before and not had, like, I've actually gained significant weight, and that's why I quit taking them. Like, when I used to live in my old house, I tried it once back then before they were like all the rage. Didn't have any luck. I gained like 30 pounds in 6 weeks. Like, I've just never been good at losing weight. I just don't want it to be that, like, if I'm going to continue to get my hormones regular and I am still eating healthy and it actually works and I'm losing weight, I just want to be like, I feel like you should be transparent about that. So, so that's what I've done. Yeah, I did. The first time I took Ozempic whenever Adam and I had just started. So we just started dating because it made me really sick. And how long have we been together? Over 5 years. So it was a long time ago. So probably 4 years ago. And I gained on it. She was actually like, you're the only person I've ever known to gain. And I was like, well, I gain on everything. Like, so I think that's a problem with having PCOS and undiagnosed PCOS is that, I eat like regular foods, like a Chick-fil-A meal and a milkshake, I can gain 5 pounds. Like, I can gain as much as like 7 to 10 pounds in a weekend or a week. Like 30 pounds in 6 weeks, not anything to like even think crazy about. Like, I just could gain really easy. So I'm trying to get myself health-wise where I'm supposed to be. I will still keep taking trim even while I'm doing this, and I'll still keep taking collagen, because I will say, since I've lost that, like, I don't have loose skin, and I think that that is a huge contributing factor. Like, it helps bind, it helps. I'll still keep doing that, but I just want to be like transparent. Here's how the first 100 pounds were, then I like gained some, and then now from like 183 to 169 is since I've been on this. Maybe that's like too much information. That's like, I'm not going to talk about it every video, but if you're on this video and you were curious, you know, like, also increasing my exercise. That is something I've done lately that I hadn't been doing before. So I'm going to keep trying to do that as well. All right, here we go with this thing. This was like so far I've done the most simple look ever, and I feel like I've been here for a while. So I'm going to go faster just so you don't feel like this is taking too long. It took her this long just to do her foundation. Okay, this is the shade Cinnamon Latte. So did this the other day, and it looked so good. You look kind of crazy just like this, but trust the process. So I haven't had any hair loss, which is crazy. Even my iron levels. So as I've been doing like significant blood work, even my iron was really, really low. It was contributing to not being able to breathe very well. And I didn't realize that you can't produce new hair follicles if your iron levels are at a certain level. So you have to have your iron level, it's like your ferric level has to be at a 50 to produce new hair follicles. With that said, even when after I had beta, I'd lost a bunch of blood, and then I have a blood clotting disorder and stuff. And so I had, my iron levels were at 7 and they should be in the hundreds. And then now, my last time I had blood work, they were at 29. And then I'm hoping they're up a little bit this time. So today I'm going for a facial later, and I have to go to the courthouse we've been trying to deal with a title issue on one of our vehicles for a little bit. So I have to go do that. But, and then a facial, and then I go to go over my blood work that I had done last week. So anyways. Okay. And I have stuff on my hands, so I'm going to take this off. Yeah, they did talk to me about an infusion, actually, like a iron infusion. But she was like, we're gonna give it whatever block, because we knew I'd lost a lot of blood, and so and just like, if we can't get it up, then we'll do that. And I didn't get sick, I guess, with the tablets that I was taking. They were like huge, but they didn't make me sick, and so I was able just to get it up through like a prescription. So all right, so cute. And then I like to put a little, where'd my concealer go? Just a dot. And then that kind of gives you that illusion. You may have to play with it, but it's like an easy way to make it lighter in the inside. All that to be said, to be a human is like complicated. Health stuff is complicated. Feeling like trying to figure out your body, especially after having kids and different things. It's just, I don't know, like you just gotta listen to your body and try and be like, I know I don't feel normal. Like I know I can barely lift myself out of the bed. Like something is going on. I do not feel like, because they'll be like, your thyroid's great. And I'm like, okay, well, good. Well, something is off. Like I ache. Like I'm exhausted. Like I can't breathe. Like something is going on. Like, and then finally being like, you know, go to somebody and they run a certain amount of tests and they're like, oh, well, this is what the problem was. And you're like, oh, well, that makes sense. I'm just using the same color just to go soft right under my eye. And it makes you feel a little less crazy because you're like, okay, well, these are issues like that I'm having, and this explains it. So now can we figure out how to fix it? Oh, my B12 is always low. So, found out a while back, I have like a couple clotting disorders, and some of them cause it to where you can't like break down, like you can't absorb like folic acid. You can't break down B12 like regular people can. And so even taking stuff, so I have been on a B12 shot every week as well. It's actually compounded with the Ozempic, so I didn't think about it, or semaglutide, whatever it's called. I don't know. It's like, I think the generic. But that's another thing that I have been doing, but it's just because it's compounded in the same shot, like from a compounding pharmacy, that I really didn't. But I'm sure that's made a difference in me feeling like more energetic. Okay, so this is the new Quadra. I don't know if I've done this live with you guys yet. This is their new mascara by Younique. I tried it the first time on my own and I hated it. I was like, my lashes look tiny. What am I doing wrong? Okay, so I didn't realize it has thick bristles on one side and it has little rubber bristles on the other. So you use the thick bristles first and get a lot of length. Then you use the rubber bristles, you can see them right there, to wiggle it out. Once I had a friend, I actually messaged her and I was like, your lashes look great. Here's a picture of mine. What am I doing wrong? I look like I cut my eyelashes. This is not the look I was going for. What's going on? And she was like, oh, you have to do it this way. So I tried it the next day that way and my lashes looked amazing. So I'm going to teach you guys the same thing. So if you do get this and you are like, why can't I get it to look like that? You might just need to use your long bristles first and then the rubber second. What is the cinnamon latte brand? It's by Younique. It is the Bare You all-in-one color stick. And this is the new Quadra mascara. So if you're trying to sign up with me under Younique, unfortunately, Younique did, well, unfortunate, but fortunate. So fortunately, Younique started an affiliate program that I got to be part of, and I get to work with other brands as well, brands that I love, all the things. The disadvantage is I can't have a team. So unfortunately, I can't have people sign up for me. You can order from me, but I can't have a team with it. Which I think is so silly, but okay, so now I'm switching to the other side. So this mascara is super cool because it has primer and lash serum in it. It's a tubing mascara. And so that's one coat. But you have to do the rotate of the brush, or trust me, from experience, it will not turn out like what you were thinking if you don't do that. Yes, this is the new mascara from Younique. It's called Quadra. Okay. Now we're going to the other side. Ooh, Eliza, I didn't know that. This look will get you ready in like 4 minutes. I don't know how today, I think I've just been talking so much about different things. Like, I don't know how today it's taken me this long to get ready, other than just talking and hanging out. But this is so easy. You take your iron with orange juice, same concept. That's genius. How do you buy Younique products? So you just, if you go to CourtneySwan.com and then click the Younique link, you can just go right there. You can also go to CourtneySwan.com, and if you're wanting skincare, or if you are wanting the Ophir setting powder, or just about everything, I try and make it really simple by putting it at CourtneySwan.com. So there are so many of you who are so sweet to answer in the comments. I really appreciate you. Leah's one of those. I've never met her ever in real life. But people who like just on the often, I recognize your names over and over, or I see that you like go and help answer a question that you know the answer to. And anyways, I just want to thank you for that, for any of you guys who are sweet to reach out or help someone else or whatever. That sometimes I'll go back to do comments and I'll be like, look how sweet. Like this person just, I mean, just is nice. So I love that this gives like a really natural, yet they're thick looking, like fanned out lash look. Okay, so that's 2 coats, and that's all I'm gonna do. Even 1 coat looks really great. It's kind of impressive. All right, dry shampoo, and that's it. I'm done. My hair, these are curls from, what day did I curl my hair super fast with? Was it Monday or Tuesday? I don't remember. It was earlier in the week. And these are left over from that, like from that lip clip video. Crazy. Okay, so this type of look is my husband's very favorite look. He loves the no makeup look. It is very, very simple, really easy. There's not a lot to it, but it looks like a good little natural version. You could also use a BB cream if you wanted. If you wanted to stay completely dewy, you don't have to use setting powder. If you don't want to, this is just personally like a natural look that I really like. So, anyways, just wanted to show you and kind of get ready together. And if you have questions about anything, you can send me a message and I'll get to that. So Monday for curl. Is that not crazy? That's what I was thinking too. I was like, was it Monday? But I also can't think of what is today, Wednesday? Yeah, it would have been Monday because it wasn't yesterday. So yeah, those curls. I mean, that titanium wand is amazing. So if you ever needed Lange stuff or wanted to try that, the Lange link is at CourtneySwan.com too. I used the little clip on Monday, and I could go in and freshen this one if I really wanted to, but instead I'm just gonna poke it behind my ear and call it a day. So yes, so what I used for first with weight loss is I started with Modaire's Trim, and I started with Modaire's just their collagen. The collagen isn't actually a weight loss product, but collagen helps your skin's elasticity, and it just your body quits producing collagen like less and less once you turn 30. And so I was really worried, since I'd gained so much, about loose skin. And so collagen has been really important. And so I took those. That was kind of all I could take for like the first 9 months-ish, 9-10 months, because I was nursing. And then once I quit nursing her, I started taking like the Activate Cleanse and the Burn tablets. Burn tablets are just a metabolism booster. And that's kind of when I went from like, I'd lost like 70, 75 pounds to like the 100-pound loss was after I increased that. And then just been sitting pretty there for a while. Still taking that, still trying other things, gaining weight on other things, you know, all of it. Trying to get back to like, you know, I don't know, I've just had a hard time getting under that 180 mark. Like I joke that my grown-up body, like my post-children body just likes this size. And so, and nothing like, right now I'm probably like a size 12 right now, so if that helps you. And just to know, I'm 5'4", so technically like my healthy body weight is like 110 to 140. Like I am considered obese still right now. So I'm just trying to get into like a healthy body weight so that like my visceral fat around my organs aren't awful. My I just want to be like healthy, want to be able to breathe walking up my driveway. Personally, the size I am right now, I like the way clothes fit on me. It's like on the smaller side of what my adult life has looked like, my post-kid life. And so, you know, I don't know, it's not really that part. It's more like, you know, you should be healthy and feel good. So anyways, I should lose weight okay on the compounded semaglutide. I really hope so. Since I've started the progesterone as well, I have. Any other time I've ever tried it in the past, I never lost weight and I had gained weight. So, but since I started like hormone replacement and working on getting like all my vitamin levels where they're supposed to be and incorporating that, I have. So, I feel like the BMI is ridiculous. I feel like it is too. I was looking at it this morning and I was like, even at like 18 and tiny, I was like, I would have been like heavy, but I wasn't. I was a little human. And so the BMI, I don't know, maybe they should change the standards, but that's the health standard. So we need like a revamped. Ooh, Jennifer, that's amazing. Congratulations. So anyways, the whole reason I wanted to go over this is just to kind of like just feel like it's the right thing to do if I'm going to be taking something different and having success with it. I feel like if I've been open with my journey so far, then it's just the right thing to do to continue, even though, I mean, it's technically, I mean, health stuff is private, but I feel like if you're going to be open, you should share what's going on. So, the BMI makes you want to cry and eat a candy bar. It's crazy. Where was my dress from yesterday? So the dress from yesterday and a whole bunch of other really cute pieces. I have a clothing collection dropping with Top Shelf Wardrobe. It's so cute. I got to pick out all the pieces and help curate them and do content and like, I don't know, pick out all kinds of fun stuff. It was really a fun process. I've never gotten to do it. They even come with like a little Courtney by Top Shelf Wardrobe like tag on them, but it launches Thursday. So that is where that dress was from. So if you've been wanting that, just be on the lookout. Thursday morning I will send you, not send you, but I'll send out a reel and say, here, it's available, and post some pictures and stuff. So your actual doctor said the BMI is horrible. It is. So excited. What's the best product to thicken brows? Personally, I would use the Grande Lash Brow Serum. I think that's a great product. That's also the lash serum that I use. April, do you know what? I meant to talk about that brush yesterday. She said the fluffy black brush you used. Okay, so I meant to talk about it and I didn't. It was the first time I'd ever used this. It's by Younique. It's the setting powder brush, but I used it for blush yesterday. So there's a little bit of blush left over actually. But I was like shocked that, I guess no one mentioned it and I forgot to come back around to it. But I was like, what a fantastic brush. So I was like, oh, well, this is maybe gonna be a favorite. All right, friends. Hope you guys have a good day. If you have questions on anything, message me. I'll talk to y'all later.